I see my dad as more like a superhero. And I was being hard-headed one day. We was living in Memphis, and we weren't supposed to go around to the store and hang out too long. You know, and I had been gone too long, and my daddy had just got on work, so he come around there in his work pants, white tank top on, and you know, he's like, come on home, son, it's time to go. And I didn't want to go. And so I listened to some idiot tell me to run. So I'll take off running, Bishop. Now, mind you, I'm 13 at this point. He just got off work. I'm jumping fences. I look back, jumping on with him. He ran on hurdles in high school. And it wasn't that, you know, when he grabbed me or when he took me home, but it was, we could have went a long way back around home. But he walked me right by the same fools that told me to run. Like, this is my son. Run. And I didn't really think about that, Dad, until this morning. When I thought about it, I was like, we could have went that way and got home faster. But Dad took me right in front of the same people that told me to run from. And a lot of times, it's like that with God. God used that episode to continually give me revelation into how we do Him. Why I'm running from God, the man that give me it. I'm running from my dad. He paid the bills, he clothed me, he fed me, but I ran from him. And that broke me, that hurt. But I remember me walking back around that same group of people, and they was like, he was like, yeah, what? So, as my dad, as my pastor, I. You see, before you became my pastor, I was just grateful to have you as a dad first. Because I could have been a bastard. But to me, first you were a dad. Never deny me as your firstborn, like the other people do when their children do something bad. But as my pastor, you was something like FEMA. Because you went through all the greatest disasters. Seen me at my ground zero when they named me inmate 311690. When others gave up, said your son would be zero. You was prayed up every time you showed up, like a black superhero. But before you became my pastor, one day I ran from him, as if I was fast. I knew you was a Marine, but I didn't know that they built machines. Running, I had to leave. Therefore, I never heard him coming, I just heard the beam. And all the air left my body. As a pastor, you made sure that in your house, we was gonna serve the Lord. So it was mandatory that we was at church first. But it seemed like the more y'all prayed for me, I got worse. Messed around, inhaled the demon, crack cocaine curse, first felonies that tried to send me away for narrow area. As a dad, you provided for me while I was in solitary. Made sure I was strapped with plenty of commissary. Nothing I never wear. Thought retirement would slow you down, but for God, you got in a bigger hair. As a dad, you showed me how to manage a man's emotions and how they should be managed. How to make peace in the midst of confusion. How to be cool, calm, and collected under pressure and never panic. Never heard him call my mama that other word. Never heard him use any nasty nouns and verbs. Patient even when I got on his nerves. As my pastor, it was you that baptized me. June 28th of this year. In the name of the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. But never have I heard you boast, unless it was in the Lord. Never violent. Only weapon I ever seen you carry was the sword. Never been arrested, but been in several correctional facilities. 2001, FCC, Al Gore, SCCC, SECC, NECC, ERDCC, FCC, OCC, St. Joe. Going through different spiritual loader bars where nothing would grow. Yet, for my needs, your seeds you would sow as a pastor, like a priest. You interceded for me when I couldn't pray for myself. Because I felt so disappointed that I just felt like if I called God, He wasn't going to accept it. But you said, look to the hills, son, for will come in your help. And you know, I already got out of my system. But when it came to the system, I fell victim and made more victims. But as a dad, I made you downright mad. I seen it in your face the day I caught that Fed case. Because everybody thought it was over for me, but you prayed and believed. And I won a federal appeal and got an early date received. As a dad, you taught me how to be resilient and how to shift atmospheres. Walk in love, peace, never fear. Buckle up before you put it in gear. As a dad, you let me cut you up. No matter how many times I messed you up. You just put a hat on and go to work. But when I got lost, you were looking for me from afar. Praying as you walked me watch from total cause. As a pastor, you joined me in holy matrimony. And as a dad told me to keep my enemies close. And boy, watch them so-called homies. Showed me how to use these if you run them on me. As a dad, you showed me how to behave like a gentleman, respect myself like a king. I always pray about everything. Whether my dad or pastor, I know you got me. And I can do all the things through Christ which strengthen me and you. No college degree, but I had a position at the ACLU. We would have never imagined such a thing. A walking miracle. Past messed up, accompanied by a few felonies. However, you being my father made the beautiful weather. I'm able to travel and feel good about myself, all because of the sacrifices that you made. And today, I'm on man time because you, as my dad and as my pastor, I